Most people buy collagen with one simple idea in mind. Your body loses collagen as you age, so you take collagen to replace it. That sounds logical, and it is exactly why the category sells so well. But the real story is less comfortable than that. Your body does not treat collagen like spare parts arriving at a repair shop, ready to be bolted into your skin, joints, or tendons. It breaks collagen down first, sorts the fragments, and then decides what can actually be reused. So the question is not whether a product says collagen on the label. The question is whether it gives your body something useful enough to rebuild with. Otherwise, the whole thing works like dumping a pile of bricks on a sidewalk and calling it a house. That gap between what people imagine and what the body actually does gets wider after 40. A younger body can waste more and still recover. An older body usually cannot. Repair becomes slower, signals become weaker, and the system becomes less forgiving of bad inputs. So when a collagen supplement works, it is not because the label sounded healthy. It is because the form, the processing, and the support around it make biological sense. That is the quiet difference most marketing never explains. After 40, risk changes because tolerance changes. The kidneys still filter, but they usually have less margin than they did in youth. The liver still processes nutrients and chemicals, but it is often doing that work while also dealing with medication use, alcohol, ultra-processed foods, and a long history of accumulated metabolic stress. Even the nervous system matters here because sleep quality, stress hormones, and inflammation can all shift the body away from maintenance and toward short-term survival. When that happens, repair of skin, cartilage, and connective tissue stops feeling urgent to the body, even if it feels urgent to the person buying the supplement. This is why two people can take the same collagen product and get very different results. One body still has enough digestive strength, nutrient support, and repair capacity to make use of it. The other body may be trying to build with fewer tools, weaker instructions, and more interference. Think of it like an older workshop with dimmer lights and slower machines. It can still produce good work, but only if the materials coming in are clean, precise, and ready to use. This is the part labels almost never explain. They sell the raw material, but they say very little about whether the body can still turn that material into something useful. So when we talk about 3 collagen supplements that actually work, what really matters is not the brand or the packaging. It is the form. The first kind that actually works is hydrolyzed collagen peptides with clear labeling. If a product just says collagen and leaves it there, that is already a warning sign. The words that matter are hydrolyzed collagen or collagen peptides. Hydrolyzed means the large collagen protein has already been broken into smaller peptide fragments. That matters because digestion is not magic. The large, poorly processed protein is harder to break down and less likely to deliver the kind of fragments your body can absorb efficiently. This is where the category starts separating into products that sound healthy and products that are actually useful. Hydrolyzed peptides are not just easier to digest. Some of those smaller fragments may also act as signaling molecules, nudging fibroblasts and connective tissue cells toward repair activity. In plain terms, they do not just provide building material. They may also help ring the bell that tells the repair crew to get moving. A good analogy is chopped firewood versus a full tree trunk. Both are technically wood, but only one is prepared for real use. That is why hydrolyzed collagen peptides belong in the actually works category, while vague collagen powders often belong in the sounds healthy category. The second kind that actually works is collagen matched to the tissue it is supposed to support, instead of a formula designed to impress the eye. This is where many consumers get misled by multi-collagen products. On the surface, they sound advanced. Type I, 2, 3VX, all in one formula. It feels scientific, but that complexity can be more about marketing than physiology. Type I collagen is strongly associated with skin, tendons, and bone. Type 2 is more closely tied to cartilage. Type 3 is found in skin and supportive tissue structures. Those differences matter because more types on a label do not automatically mean more benefit in the body. The body does not reward a supplement for being crowded. It rewards a supplement for being useful. If the formula is generic, poorly explained, and built around the idea that more types equals more science, that is not precision. That is noise. And after 40, noise becomes expensive. Repair systems are already less generous. The body does not need more confusion. It needs the right fragments in a form it can actually use. Think of it like bringing wood to a job site. 5 random shapes are not more helpful than one properly cut beam. Precision starts to matter more than abundance, especially as biological flexibility narrows with age. This also explains why undenatured type 2 collagen deserves its own category. It works differently from standard collagen peptides. It is often used for cartilage-related support, and the mechanism is not just raw material delivery. It may also influence immune signaling through a process called oral tolerance. That sounds technical, but the practical point is simple. A smaller amount of undenatured type 2 is not automatically weaker than a larger scoop of hydrolyzed collagen. It may just be working through a different pathway. That matters because consumers often compare labels by grams alone, and that can be deeply misleading. A small key can open a locked door more effectively than a heavy hammer. The third kind that actually works is collagen paired with true synthesis support, especially transparent vitamin C inclusion. This is one of the most ignored truths in the whole category. Collagen is not built from protein alone. Your body needs certain cofactors to stabilize and assemble collagen properly, and vitamin C is one of the most important. It helps drive the enzymatic reactions involved in collagen formation. Without that support, taking collagen can become an incomplete strategy. The raw material may be present, but the assembly process is weaker. That is like delivering cement to a work site without enough water. You still have ingredients, but you do not have a stable structure. This is where labels get slippery again. Many formulas hint at support with vague words like antioxidant blend, beauty complex, skin shield, or fruit matrix. Those phrases sound nourishing, but they often tell you almost nothing. A tiny amount of acerola powder or rosehip powder may be included mainly for label appeal, not because the product was carefully built around collagen synthesis. That is why transparency matters more than decoration. If a product includes vitamin C support, it should be easy to identify. It should not be hidden inside a cloud of wellness language. The more poetic the formula sounds, the more carefully you need to read it. There is another reason some collagen products fail, even when the ingredient panel looks decent. The rest of a person's biology may be working against them. High sugar intake, chronic inflammation, smoking history, poor sleep, and metabolic stress can all damage collagen integrity. One major process here is glycation, where sugars bind to proteins and make tissue stiffer and less resilient over time. That matters because a person may be spending money on collagen while quietly creating the chemical conditions that age collagen faster. That contradiction is not obvious in an ad, but it is obvious in physiology. Trying to repair flexible tissue while constantly promoting glycation is like polishing rubber while slowly turning it brittle. And this is why gummies deserve more skepticism than they usually get. Many collagen gummies deliver less meaningful collagen while adding sweeteners, flavor systems, coloring agents, and a candy-like delivery format that feels healthy mainly because it is sold in a supplement aisle. The body is not impressed by wellness theater. It responds to peptide quantity, peptide quality, digestive handling, and chemical burden. A gummy can look harmless and still be biologically unserious. It is the supplement version of packing a delicate repair tool inside a box of sticky filler. The tool may still be there, but the delivery system is working against the mission. Marine collagen also gets romantic treatment in the marketplace. It is often sold as cleaner, lighter, or especially good for skin. Sometimes it can be useful, especially because it is commonly rich in type 1 collagen, which is relevant to skin and connective tissue. But marine is not a synonym for superior. The same questions still apply. Is it hydrolyzed? Is the source clearly disclosed? Is there transparent contaminant testing for things like heavy metals? Or is the label relying on ocean language to create a halo effect? In supplement marketing, beautiful sourcing language often replaces the technical detail that serious consumers actually need. This is the part labels never explain because explanation makes it harder to oversell. Once you understand mechanism, the collagen market becomes much easier to read. You stop being impressed by words like premium, glow, beauty support, or advanced renewal blend. You start looking for hydrolyzed peptides, tissue relevance, and support for actual collagen synthesis. You start noticing whether the company explains what is in the product, or whether it mostly tells a story about youth, radiance, and aging gracefully. One is chemistry. The other is theater. What to do instead is simpler than the market wants it to be. Look for formulas that clearly say hydrolyzed collagen peptides, not vague collagen language that leaves digestion and absorption unanswered. Look for products that make sense for the tissue goal instead of pretending one trendy blend is optimized for everything from skin to cartilage, to hair to nails all at once. And look for transparency around support nutrients, especially vitamin C, instead of proprietary phrases that sound impressive but reveal very little. The more direct the label is, the more likely it is respecting biology instead of selling hope. That kind of label may look less exciting, but excitement is usually where the misdirection begins. The body does not care how luxurious a collagen formula sounds. It cares about fragment size, absorbable form, supportive chemistry, and the absence of useless clutter. After 40, that difference matters more because the margin for waste gets smaller every year. The smartest consumer is not the one chasing the most glamorous product. It is the one learning to spot the gap between ingredient language and biological reality. The collagen supplements that actually work are the ones built around usable peptides, tissue-aware forms, and transparent support, because structure is what protects you from being misled.